the socket set. I got a screwdriver. I bought some fuses, some 30 amp mini fuses, which is what you're gonna use for the inverter. I also got a fuse puller. I usually use a tweezer because sometimes they're too big to fit, but I don't know. We'll try our luck today. I'm gonna move the seat forward. I'm gonna come down here. It's a little bit messy back here. Plug these out. Plug everything out. What I usually used to do, I used to disconnect the positive and the negative line, but it gives like a huge spark, and I don't want a huge spark in the truck when I'm reconnecting it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just move everything out of the way. Put this right here. Find the socket that I need. Okay, so it seems like it's the 5/16 for that. Like the that's for loosening. And then yeah, you just go ahead and loosen it. And then there's 2 more screws back here on the complete opposite side of what you just did. So you're gonna go ahead and take off those 2 screws so this can come off the wall. Sometimes what I do, I don't usually tighten these 2 screws completely. Sometimes I kind of like loosen it a little bit, just enough so I can slide it off instead of actually taking out the full screw. Got that. Like I said, I'm not gonna touch the negative and positive line. This is actually not my first time doing this, but I'm not gonna touch the negative and the positive line just cause it's gonna spark. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my screwdriver, take out these screws up top. Be careful, they're really small. Put that there. Take out this one. So I'm gonna see if I can take off the top 2 screwdrivers or screws. Sorry, take off the top 2 screws, just so I don't have to take off the whole thing. Come up here. Come on, don't strip on me, please. The same thing right here. Now keep in mind, the positive and the negative is still alive. Alright, so now I should be able to pull this off. There we go. We're inside. So what's gonna happen is you want to look at these green fuses. This one might be the issue right there because I could kind of see it is kind of dark. So you want to look at these green fuses. Sometimes you want to take each one out and just look at them. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. You also got to be pretty what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be pretty. What's the word I'm looking for?
One eternity later.
You gotta be pretty cautious when you're messing with these wires, because they can spark, because it's still live. Can this touch right here? Yes it can. Yeah, be pretty cautious. Be cautious with these wires, because they can definitely spark. All right, so let me go ahead and see if I can use these fuse pullers that I just bought. Can this work? Let me use other one. So we're gonna look at it. I'm trying to see if I can see. Okay, so this is still intact. Like if you look at this, it's still intact. You just want to keep going through them until you find one that's like busted. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This one might be the problem. I don't know if you can see it. That one might be the problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. I'm doing. So let's go ahead and use this because we did get a spark earlier. Let me go ahead and use this. It'll turn on if this was the. Did that go in? Yeah, that did go in. So that wasn't a bad fuse. So there might be two bad fuses. Let's check this one out. Oh yeah, that's definitely the bad fuse. This is 100% the bad fuse. I guarantee that this will turn on once I put the other one in. I guarantee it. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this thing back down. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yo, we back in business. I can go back to cooking, and there you guys have it. So if you ever have an issue with your inverter and it just powers out on you some way somehow, whatever you're using is sucking up too much energy, so the fuse blow. You just blow the fuse. The way to find out what fuse it is, you take these red wires off. You know, you do them one at a time. You take the red wire off, you just examine your fuse and see, you know, is it broken, is it bent, is it burnt, you know, and just mess around with it. Eventually you'll succeed.